Okay, so I'm going to show you now how to do this first assignment in Adobe Photoshop. So if we're going to look here, I'm going to show you the assignment in Google Classroom first. So here's Google Classroom. This is on the teacher side, so hopefully you'll be able to make sense of what I'm doing here. But if I open a class and I go to Google Classroom, in the multimedia area with Mr. Wagner, there's an assignment called Postcard Project. Now, it has all these instructions here. Then at the bottom, it says postcardproject.psd. You're going to need this file to do the assignment. So if you click here on this file, it'll look like this. And then you click here and you go open a new window. Now I've opened a new window. Now it's right here. Now I click this download thing right here, and it downloads the file to my computer. Now, once I've downloaded it to the computer, I'm going to click it here, and it will open. If I open it, it'll open in Adobe Photoshop. So here is the file in Adobe Photoshop. Now, what you see here is the beginnings of a postcard. This is the standard postcard size right here, and you see a soccer or a football, depending on if you know your belief about what sport is called football, but your soccer or your football stadium here, and this is an option for your postcard. Now, for your postcard, you're going to be able to choose, like I say, a postcard from one of 4 places. So the first is the soccer. Now, if you go over here, this is layers down here. It says layers right here. If you go down to layers right here, and yours might be over here. It'll just be somewhere over here. If you can't find it, if you don't see this here, go to Windows, Workspace, and go to Reset Essentials. And it will make it look like this. And then if you reset Essentials, it'll go to this view, and it'll be right here. So right here, I have 4 layers right here. These are layers that are 4 different postcards. Now, whichever layer on top is visible, right? So layers on below are not visible. Next to this are eyeballs, because they're covering it, right? So if I move the moon layer on top, it's visible. Not visible. You can move these around to make them visible. You can also use these eyeballs to make them invisible. So if I make the soccer one invisible, now I see the moon one. And so you could do your postcard in the moon. Or you could do it in this fantasy world. Or you could do it in the Bahamas. All right? So you have soccer, moon, fantasy world, or Bahamas. These are your 4 choices for how to do your postcard. Now, if you want to do a different one, if you're like, I don't like any of those, and you want to download your own picture from the internet and then open it in Photoshop and open it and put it in this file, you can do that. That's just more work for you. So if you want to do extra work and bring in a different picture and you know how to do that, go for it. But if you don't want to do any extra work or figure out something that looks hard to you, then just keep it simple and either do the Bahamas, the fantasy, the moon, or the soccer. Okay, this is going to be the background of your postcard. Now, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to bring in a picture of you. So, this picture, you can use any picture of you want. We took a picture in class that would be a good one to use. There was an assignment we did called Take a Picture. And if you click here and you click View Assignment, I can't do this because I'm not a student, but if you click View Assignment, you'll be able to bring up a picture of you. Now, I'm going to find a different picture of me. I have a picture, because if I do this, I see the pictures of you guys in here, right? Pictures of you. And I don't want to use any of your guys' pictures because that would be embarrassing for you. So I'm going to bring up a picture of me. Just ignore what I'm doing here real quick. I'm just going to find a picture of me really, really fast. Let's see here. I know where there's a picture of me. Over here. Here's a picture of me. Okay, so when you bring up the picture of you that you should have in Google Classroom, again, you go open a new window, then you click download. And I've now downloaded the picture of me. Now, if I click on this arrow right here, I can put show in folder. Now I want to put this folder in my documents. So you can just drag it over, put this file, in my document, driver documents, and put it in documents. In fact, you should also put the postcard project in documents. My bad. Okay, so there you go. Got that there. Now I can go back to Photoshop, and I can go File, Open, and then open the picture of me, which I put in documents. Where did it go? Oh, it didn't go to documents, in downloads. Okay, find the picture of you and open it. Now, I've opened the picture of me. Now I can drag this here. See how I can drag this from here over to here and drag this over here so I can see them both at the same time. And I can take this. This is a really weird picture of me, but whatever. I take this, and then I'm going to go over here, and I'm fourth down from the top is this quick selection tool. If I hold down on this, I can get to the magic wand, and then I can select some of this green right here. Okay, I select the green, then I go up to select and down to similar. And it's going to select most of the green. Now it missed a few spots. So I'm going to fix this. I'm going to go change the tolerance. This tolerance right here is at 32. I'm going to change the tolerance to 40 and see if that's better. Then I'm going to go select similar. Okay, got a little bit more. You just got to get the tolerance just right. I changed it to 55. Select similar. There we go. I got just the picture of me. I'm going to grab the picture of, then I got to go select inverse. So before it was selecting the green background, but I did inverse to make it select me. So remember, so I'm going to review that. I'm going to I use Control D to deselect, take the magic wand. My tolerance is at 55 now, that works better. Select right there, then go select similar, then go, and now I've selected the green background, then go select inverse, and I've selected me. Now I got change tools. If I try to move this right now, it's not going to work right. I have to switch to the move tool. So I switch to the move tool, then I can select on me and move me over to there. Now it's going to take a sec for it to appear. Oh, it appeared. There it is. I got it right here. See, you can't see me right now because the soccer's in the way. So I got to move this to the front. Now you can see me. Now you can see the picture of me is way too big for this background. Okay? So we got to fix this. So I can go over here and I can get this zoom tool right here. And then if I hold down Alt, so I'm holding down the Alt button and I select, it'll make it small, make the whole picture smaller. So now I can see more. Then I go up to the top and I go Edit, Free Transform. Now once I'm in Free Transform, I can just grab the corner right here and shrink it down. I'm going to get it just the size I want it with this background, like that, and hit Enter, and it's there. Then I can take the magnifying glass and zoom in. Now, this is okay. I'm going to use the fantasy background just because I'm in robes in this picture. Ooh, actually, I could be on the moon in robes. That's kind of goofy. Or I could be in the Bahamas in robes. I'll do fantasy. Okay, so I'm in here. I'm going to put myself over to the side right here. Now there's a picture of me in my robes in my fantasy place. Now, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make the blend better. Notice this background, the color scheme is really purplish, right? But I am not so purplish. So we're going to use 3 tools to try to make myself blend to the background. All these tools are in Image and then Adjustments. So I'm going to go to Image and Adjustments. The first tool I'm going to use is Brightness and Contrast. So I click on Brightness and Contrast, and then I'm going to play with Brightness and Contrast till I match the background better. So if I take the brightness down, up is not good. Maybe take down a little bit. Yours will be different. You just have to find what works for you. Contrast up, down. I'm just trying to find the brightness that kind of matches the background the best. I want to try that. Okay. I go OK. Then I go Image, adjustments, vibrance. So vibrance and saturation right here all affect how the colors look. So I'm going to go down and up. That's not good. So you just got to kind of play with these until it looks the way you want it to. I'm going to try that. Then last I'm going to go image adjustments, and this one's probably going to help the most, color balance. So with color balance, I can click on shadows, midtones, and highlights and change how they look. So if I'm clicked on shadows, now it's going to make all the shadows in the picture change the color. So I'm going to take my shadows more towards magenta because the background is so purpley looking, and maybe a little more towards blue, a little more towards red. Then I'm going to change the midtones too. And just kind of play with it until I like how it looks. I think it's too purple now. I'm going to take the shadows down. The shadows have a huge impact on this one. That looks pretty. That's looking a lot better. Okay, so it's really purple now. Nope, no more red. The red's not good. Let me take some of the red out, actually. Nope, no more. Right there. Ooh, okay. Oh, look at that. Look how good that's blending now. Okay. Now I'm really happy with that. That's blended really well. Now, if I want to, I can go image adjustments and go back to brightness contrast and maybe adjust that a little bit more now that I got the purple working. And then I can also go back and adjust my vibrance again. Ooh, I like where this is going. That's looking really, really, really good. Okay, that is pretty darn good. There is some green up in my hair right here that I don't like, and I could fix that, but I'm not going to because this is your first project, and so I'm not going to be too picky about that. But if I wanted to get rid of this green in my hair, I could. And if yours has some green that you really, really hate and you want to get rid of it, just ask the teacher for help, and I'll come help you fix anything like that. Another thing I could do is right here you can see my jeans and this little red shirt right here. I could get rid of that and make that go away, but that's more advanced. So I'm not going to do that in this video, but if I wanted to, I could. And if you and yours want to make changes to how you look, you can. Just ask the teacher for help, and the teacher will come help you do that. But for this, all we're going to do now we're going to add some text. So I'm going to click here. There's a T button right here. That's the text tool. I'm going to click on the text tool, and then I'm going to click right here, and I'm going to write a nice little message that you'd see on a postcard. So a lot of postcards say things like, wishing you were here. That'll work. Wishing you were here. I could, if I wanted to, I could be a little more creative and do something more fantasy-like. I don't know, like something about magic, like magic is great, and I wish you were here. I'm really not creative. I don't know, but I'm having a bad moment right now. Something like this floating island reminds me of you. That's the worst. You can probably think something better. But if you just want to put wishing you were here, that's great. Or like thinking of you is great. Just, whatever you want to do. So I'm going to select this text, and I'm going to change the font to one of these fonts I think is best for my postcard. That one might be good. It's kind of like a fantasy looking thing. Let's see if there's any ones that are better. Just scrolling through here. No. I'm going to go with that one I saw earlier. You probably want like something really bold because, wait. No. Because something bold is going to like stick out better, right? So I'm going to do this one. Okay, wishing you were here. I'm going to change the color. Because the background's purple, I know that yellow stands out well against purple, so that's why I'm making mine yellow. You can make yours whatever color you want. It's your life. Do what you want. So I got some yellow here. Let me see what that looks like. That's too yellow. Let's make it more of like a darker kind of gold kind of yellow. No, I can't see it. Maybe add a little more orange into it. Ooh, it's hard to see. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna try making it bigger. Put it right there. Now, something else I can do to make it easier to see the text is I can go to Layer, and then up here I can go to Layer Style, and then go to Drop Shadow. Where'd it go? Where's my shadow? Drop Shadow. So if I click on Drop Shadow, with Drop Shadow I can add a little shadow underneath it. It's like real subtle that will make it stick out better against the background. See, that's without, see, if I turn the shadow on off, you can see it better with the shadow. Makes it easier to just play with these settings till I like them. I'm like that. Okay. There we go. Now I got that. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add a, I'm going to add 2 more pictures from the internet. So you have to have a picture of you and 2 more pictures from the internet. So I'm going to go to the internet because I've got this fantasy theme going on. I think one of the pictures I'm going to add will definitely be a picture of like something fantasy-like, maybe a dragon. Put a dragon in the background. I'm going to go like this. I'm looking for an image of a dragon. It's kind of like flying around that I can cut out easily. Looking for one that really blend well with what I'm doing. How about this one? Ooh, I like this one because it already has a clear background, so it'll be easy to cut out. This is a great dragon. Okay, I'm going to right-click this dragon, and I'm going to go Open Image in a new tab to bring it up here. Then I'm going to right-click it and go Save Image As. I'm going to save it to my documents. Save my dragon. Go back to Photoshop, and I go File, Open, Documents. Where'd my dragon go? Is that my dragon? I can't tell which one's which now. I think this is my dragon. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so now I can grab the dragon and bring him over here. Now, I got lucky because I found a dragon that has a clear background already. That was super duper lucky. If I didn't have a clear background, I'd have to just select him. So I have to just take this magic wand tool, go like that, you know, select, yeah, it's a mess. I have to select him, change the tolerance a bunch, get him selected, and then move him over. But I got lucky because I have a dragon. It's already clear in the background. So if you find an image of it with an already clear background, you know, use that. It makes your life easier. Okay, I'm gonna move the dragon behind me. I want him in the background. I go Edit, Free Transform. I'm gonna make this dragon smaller. I'm gonna put him like over here. Watch this. I can make him face the other direction. If I go like this. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Here, I'll do this. I can also go to, if I want him to face the direction, I can go to Edit, Transform, and then go Flip Horizontal, and he faces the other way. I like him facing that way better. He's facing the same way as me. Then I'm going to change his colors. So he's more purpley, so he matches the background. Pretty purpley now. Change the brightness contrast. Oops, wrong button. Brightness contrast. I think I want the contrast down on this dragon. Ooh. And then also change the vibrance. I think we need the vibrance down too. Okay, now he's starting to blend in better. And then another thing to do is the opacity. So right here, so here's the, when I'm clicked on this layer, if I click here, I take the opacity down, and he'll like not be as, kind of blend in. Kind of makes it look like he's like far away maybe a little bit. So there we go. Now I have a dragon in my picture. Now I need 2 pictures to the internet. So my other picture, I'm going to be kind of goofy. I could get like a fireball or something. I have a fireball kind of in my hand. That'd be pretty cool. But I'm in a goofy mood. So I'm going to find a picture of Nicolas Cage, because that's silly. So I'm going to put Nicolas Cage in here with me. This picture. This is what I need in my life. Okay, so I'm going to open this in a new tab, and I'm going to save this in Documents. I go back to Photoshop, then I go File, Open, and I open the picture of Nicolas Cage, which I forgot, which I think is this one. There we go. Oh man, this is going to be good. Now, when I cut out Nicolas Cage, I can try using this tool. That did a pretty good job. Here's another way you can cut people out, though, if you want. So if you click on this lasso tool right here, and then go down to the magnetic lasso. Magnetic lasso will draw along the borders of things for you. So I can go like this. And it does a pretty good job of drawing around the border on the magnetic lasso. Oops. And on the bottom, I'm going to connect there. Oh, why didn't it work? Okay, I just messed up. I'm going to try again. I pushed something wrong at the end and it didn't work. See, sometimes you have trouble in Photoshop, and you just go, that's okay, and you try again, you know? It's okay. Just try things again, and it'll be okay. So Bob Ross says. Okay, if I get to the bottom where I want to be and I double click, it'll just do that. So you double click, it'll like connect the bottom together. That's a pretty good job. Let's move that over. Move the picture. Okay, so here we go. Now I got Nicolas Cage back here. I think I'm going to put him like right there because it's silly. And then, no, I know what to do. I'm going to put a big Nicolas Cage. Okay, I can close that now. I'm going to put a big Nicolas Cage like in front of everything like that. And then I'm going to make him clear so you can like see through him because it's so silly. Oh, look at that. He's the spirit of Nicolas Cage is with me. Yeah, maybe I'll move myself over a little bit. Make room for Nicolas Cage. Maybe I will put him behind. There we go. That's the spirit of Nicolas Cage. He is my magic creature, my spirit animal or something. Okay. Now I'm going to change the colors on him. And color balance. Okay. All right. It's silly. Maybe I'll move my dragon now so there's not so much going on, right? Oops. That's not the dragon. So you got to make sure you click on the right layer when you move things. There's my dragon. No, that's Nicolas Cage. Okay. Dragon. There we go. Got the dragon. We'll put the dragon like over here. Or like down. Down around to there. Okay. So it's ridiculous. That's okay. It's silly. This is my finished postcard. So the things I have is I have text that I have to have text on it that can be easily seen. I have a picture of me. I have the background. And I have 2 other pictures on the internet. And I've changed the settings to make them all blend together. Now, if I were to suddenly put this on the moon, see, they don't blend as well anymore because I'm all purpley and the moon is not purpley. So if I were to change the moon, I'd have to change those settings to make myself match the moon. Same thing if I were to use the Bahamas, right? I don't match. Hey, that's kind of rad, actually. Maybe I'll do the Bahamas one sometime. So if I had the Bahamas, that would be an issue, or the soccer, right, doesn't match anymore. So whichever one you're doing, you have to adjust the settings to make it match where you're at. Now, to finish up today, I need to turn this in. To turn it in, I'm going to go to File. I'm going to go Save As. And then I'm going to change from a Photoshop document to a PNG. Now, once it's a PNG, I can just call it Postcard Project. That's fine. And I'll just save it in Documents. Save. Now, if you want to save constantly, like I might not finish this in the period. Once you save it as a PNG, you can't edit it. So if you're not done in the middle of the period, you just got to save normal save, right? Because the PNG is not a normal save. Now, if I click here, I can turn it in. So to turn it in, I'll go to Google Classroom, go to this class, and then I go to classwork, and I find the assignment, which is right here. I click here. I'll click on View Assignment, and then I can't show you this because I'm on the teacher side, but if I click View Assignment, it'll have a button up here that'll say like Upload, and I can upload the file the PNG file I just did, then click Turn In, and then it's all turned in. And then once you do that, you're done with the assignment, and it's turned in, and everything's good. So that's what you're gonna do. If you need help, get help from other students, get help from the teacher. Do your best to figure out how to do this. My main goal for you is that you have fun using Photoshop and playing around and making something silly, really. If you can do more than I did, if you want to change more things than I changed, go for it. Like if it looks like you're going to get done early, then just play more and do more things. Like have fun with it. When you get it done, though, make sure to have me approve it. So have me come over and look at it, and I'll approve it. Because I want to approve it and make sure that, because I might have some feedback for you about some things to improve. If you finish this on a day when I'm not in class, like I'm not there, then just go ahead and turn it in. All right, I hope that all made sense to you all. Please ask for help if you need it, and have fun working in Adobe Photoshop.